Hey, thanks for tuning in here. I appreciate your support. Just want to talk about a few things today. Been out of commission for a little while. Some people that have been following me know some things, and I want to let everybody know that I'm working on taking a little better care of myself instead of just putting all my focus and taking care of everybody else. Sometimes some self-care is needed. You lose sight of who we are once in a while. Which reminds me, I wanted to say, for those that are new to me or those that have only been following me for a little while, one of my main goals in life was to teach people to build muscle a better way. I fell into the trap competing years ago, following the trends with some of these delusional bodybuilders, and was saddened by how shitty most coaches are and how little they actually understand. And I've spent the last few years educating myself and bringing my health back. For those that don't know this, I've suffered 3 heart attacks and almost died from stomach bleeding, all related to the steroid abuse, shitty diet at times, not taking care of myself, some other things. But there was actually a time that I was in such rough shape physically that I didn't even want to carry on, and had a lot of heartbreak and went down a road of even did some drinking for a while. But I woke up a few years ago and knew there was a better way after I'd lost a lot of my friends and I had almost died multiple times. Some of my really close friends died pretty much in a row, year after year. At least half a dozen really close friends, and then probably a half a dozen more that were not incredibly close, but close enough to affect me. And the thing is, it never had to happen. It never had to happen to any of us. It was just pure ignorance. The diets were absolutely retarded, and there's still 90% of guys following, maybe even 95% of guys following these things. And the hormones, I know a way to get like steroid cycle results out of TRT doses and actually make guys healthier and make these gains. I have multiple guys doing this now. I'm about to make a video with Dr. Jaquish talking about one of the other coaches, I won't say names, but another coach that I've been helping, and he is now using a fraction of what he did before and making actually more progress than he did before, and his health is 100% in check. Taking control of his diet, his hormonal use, and supplementation and training. I have been lucky enough to be friends with some of the top people in the industry, and I'm now even being introduced to some of the people in the medical field that I've been helping and who continue to also help me with things like the growth factors, testosterone, diet, things of that matter. I haven't stopped doing this, and it is happening. For a while, I was frustrated because it seemed like nobody would listen. But one by one, slowly but surely, I am changing things. And I need to start making more videos with these people that I've been helping so people can see and understand what I'm talking about. If you've been frustrated with results, if you've either been using anabolics or are thinking of using anabolics, reach out to me and get my support. I know things at a cellular level that even doctors don't understand. I've taught doctors how this works, and that's ultimately what's landed me a place as a coach in a medical group. I know exactly how the body counteracts testosterone and how more and more needs to be taken to get the same results. And eventually guys end up in a no man's land and their health and everything is at complete risk. I know a way to make you healthier and do this till you're 100 years old with zero health problems. If not, if anything, even healthier than you would have been otherwise. This is not a joke. I'm not trying to fluff anything. I know what I know, and I'm doing what I'm doing. And there's many guys out there that can back me up on this. To come, I have a video coming with Emric Delzig, the creator of Humanofort, the greatest supplement in the world. The only supplement that contains a full spectrum of growth factors that are responsible for all life. And it actually control everything in the body, helping us create stem cells, regenerate, cellular communication, hormonal balance, anti-aging. Nothing can even compare to it. There is no product in the world that can compare to that for what it does. It's something you just take every day for the rest of your life, and you will be better off for it. And it helps you respond better to literally everything you do, because the growth factors are in the full spectrum. So it doesn't matter if it's your skin, your organs, your bone, your muscle, tendons, ligaments, things like that. Helps everything. It's like getting a really good tune-up and putting some new parts in an engine and restoring it to its function when it was younger. We'll have more to talk about that. I'll be having putting up a video pretty soon with the famous Dr. Eric Serrano. If anybody isn't familiar with him, he's one of the most famous independent doctors that's touted in the medical field, that's done studies, and he's doing new studies now on a new sublingual testosterone that I'm happy to be a part of. And he's done studies of his own on Humanofort and has treated people with it for many, many years now. My buddy Emric, Netflix has filmed a documentary because of things he's done. So hopefully soon that will come out. And some of Emric's work should be shown possibly on the Joe Rogan show here shortly. So what I'm a part of, I'm grateful for. I've actually now rubbing elbows with the people in the absolute top of the industry. My good friend, Dr. Jaquish, he and I will be doing a video here pretty soon talking about testosterone and some of the ways that I know that I can manipulate it and give people the results they thought they had to take massive amounts of it to get, because it has to do with how much your levels are in the body, not how much you're taking. And when you understand how the body counteracts it and everything else, you can manipulate it so you can get the results with zero health risks. And this is something that I absolutely 100% know how to do. I'm not just sure of that. I know it. I know it for a fact. And I have 100% results. We know how this works now. We have cracked the code. Now, training-wise, I've gone in with that, and I've learned from some of the top people in the industry and learned some of the own things, and even from my own body damage in the last 3 years, reversing all of it. I've learned more than ever from failure and then recuperation, how all of this works, and understand even the training aspect at a cellular level. If I would have known years ago what I know now, I would have been on the Olympia stage. That's a given fact. And I can help people achieve that. In time, now I'm able to, as I'm healing from some of my emotional trauma that I've dealt with in the last couple months, I'm now going to start training, my full body training every day again. And I'm going to see just how far I can push my physique using the X3 and calisthenics. Push-ups, dips, pull-ups, things like that. I'm bringing back the single leg Bosu ball squat and using the X3 and see just how far I can push my physique with those things to prove another point. I got myself into bodybuilding condition shape a few years back, just using resistance bands and gymnast rings and a Bosu ball. And my diet, all my carbohydrates were fruit, massive amounts of olive oil, things that caloric wise people said wasn't possible, and I proved them wrong. And even with the fruit aspects, that you can't get shredded on fruit, that's also a crock of shit. Not only will you get shredded, you'll be much healthier. So we go back to ancestral type eating. We use variable resistance in our training. We use a higher frequency, supplementation, and hormonal manipulation. We can get some of the best results in the world. My body issues are slowly coming to an end. I've found that when you get to the very root of it, it's extremely painful. I've been going through a lot of pain for a couple of years, and that has affected me a lot mentally and emotionally from just living with all the pain. But this shit had to come out. It's been a battle, but I am seeing light at the end of the tunnel, and slowly but surely I'm getting there. Now a lot of the issues are in the very last stages, and there's just a few things to iron out, but it's enough where I can start training and slowly building some muscle on doing that. I'm going to start logging regularly. Maybe I'll get up every morning and discuss it. I'll start filming some of my movements just so people can see the daily progress. I'm asking everybody for their support. Not only am I willing to support people, but I need your support through this time of emotional stress that I've been going through, and for what I'm about to start pushing into with getting back into shape to prove some things to the industry. I need you to like and share my videos. I need you to share my Facebook with people that you think it would be good for. I need you to refer me to people. I need you to contact me and ask me questions. I need you to give me information on things that you and people you know might need information on that I can help with. Basically, I need your help so I can help you. This has been a dream of mine for the last few years, and I'm making it slowly real. And people like you that support me are what I need in order to accomplish that. So please, I beg of you, humbly, help me out here. We got to get this information out there. I love everybody for the support they've given me. I can't say enough about the people that do support me and believe in me. I have some people that I'm starting to train now. I'm going to introduce everybody again to Jeremy Ash. He dealt with some of the issues that he got scared because somebody that he and I knew died very young. And his name's Boston Lloyd. Look him up. He died at 29 years old. Massive steroid abuse. Thought he knew what he was doing, and he did not. Had a coach that taught him the wrong ways. And I'm not going to name names, but a lot of people know who I'm talking about. Since Jeremy had started following me when he saw me in a video with Dr. Jaquish, and I have taught him some of the things that I know, and he's seen that it works, and he's excited, and we're about to start a journey with his training as well. And some of the people that I've been helping, I've been bumping into people even on the street and helping them turn their shit around. I've been taking hundreds of milligrams of testosterone for years. I backed them down to my microdosing protocol. They feel fantastic. Then we blast and cruise and use the supplements that I'm talking about, and they slowly make more gains than they had in years in the course of a year. It also takes dedication. You have to do it. You got to walk the walk. You can't do 70% of it and half-ass it and expect to see the results. You have to do everything that I tell you. But I promise you that. Follow me, and I'll teach you some things. Not only that, reach out to me for coaching. I'll do what I can to come up with a package that you can afford and at least get some of the things you need, if not full access. I need you to help me spread the word about Humanifort and some of the other fitness enterprise products that Emmerich and I are bringing out with. Some of the products are going to be soon on the Joe Rogan show, Netflix, things like that. It's not a joke. This shit is real. It's really happening. We've turned the ship and we're at the front of the pack. There's still a lot of arrogant people and clueless people that are following some of the old trends. I have a friend who is also a coach that I have taken, as I mentioned before, I've taken his diet and hormonal manipulation and some of his training aspects and helped him. And he's bigger and better and healthier than he's ever been. And with that, I thank him for trusting me and following the path and then seeing it. It's like Jeremy told me once, it's like in the Matrix, you get to choice the blue pill or the red pill. You take the red pill, you'll see it for real. I thank everybody for your time. And again, please subscribe, like, and share. If you know anybody that could use my help, share me to them. If you know anybody that needs some coaching, that's been doing things wrong or is starting out and needs to learn to do things right, refer them to me. If you're somebody that needs help, please reach out to me. I check my messages on YouTube from time to time, but the best way to get a hold of me would be through Facebook, or send me a text message to my cell, 715-401-2743. Just shoot me a message. Hey, Coach Waz, I got a question for you, and we'll see what we can do. So, with all this said, I'll leave it be here. Tomorrow I'm filming my video with Dr. Jaquish, and we'll be covering some things on testosterone and some of the new forms of testosterone that are coming out. Emmerich and I are going to be doing a video with the famous Dr. Serrano here pretty soon and some other athletes. And hopefully soon I'll be able to share some of the triumphs and getting on Joe Rogan show for Emmerich and Dr. Serrano. The Netflix documentary on Emmerich, really incredible guy, has really turned out to be a father figure to me. I've never had a father, and Emmerich, if I can say, had really stepped into that spot. Dr. Jaquish, it's almost like a big brother. And I wish I still had my buddy Phil. Unfortunately, he's gone, but a lot of what I'm doing had to do with losing Phil. That was kind of the straw that broke the camel's back. And shortly after Phil, I lost another friend, Keith Napolitano. He's an old client of mine. Keith fell into some hard times, and I'm sure was drinking and things like that. He died about 60 years old, unfortunately. Really good guy, though. Had some issues, but at the core was a decent person. Some of my other good friends that I've lost, I won't get into the names right now, but I love all of them. And I love all of you for your support. I've made a lot of friends with all this, and I'm continuing to make friends. And with as busy as I get with all the people I talk to, sometimes I don't get around to talking to people enough. But I just want to let everybody know I love you for your support and help. I really do. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be able to be doing what I'm doing today. So everybody, have a good day. Have a good rest of your week. I wish you all the best. I hope your families are happy and healthy. And let's do this together. All right? Goodbye.